How are you guys? Fine? The XANA DAO Global Meetup English section. Today's October 15th. Okay, let's start. As you guys know, now the land sale is going great. I truly appreciate your cooperation. This is going like so much smoother than we thought, so much better than we thought, so much better than what we expect. I'm so happy about this one, so exciting. As you guys are already becoming a part of this best Web3 Metaverse, XANA's owner. You know, the process of this co-creation process, so exciting. So now it's almost like 4 hours for the first penguin sale and another 5 hours passed since the whitelist user sale. I'm looking at, of course, the super rare land is already sold out. I'm so happy about this one. And the rare land is also getting sold out pretty soon. So I think the rare 4x4 is also sold out and rare 1x1 is also sold out. Now we still have a rare land 2x2 and 3x3, right? And all of the common land. Common land will be available for the tomorrow's public sale too. Like we still have a lot of time. It's more than 24 hours. I cannot count how many the 2x2 and 3x3 land we still have. This is actually like everyone says now is the super cold winter time for the NFTs, cryptos, but it seems like we don't care. XANA Metaverse don't care. It's so strong. It is quite getting sold. It looks like a summer time of NFTs. It's like selling as the same. So that is the my feeling about the land sale and currently that's what is going on right now in this 9 hours. I want to talk about how the land acquisition is going past week, as today is almost a middle turning point of the XANA Autumn Festival growth campaign. I want to quickly look back what happened and what we have announced past 1 week and where we are going for another week. It seems like we have announced a lot of news, right? Actually, what I feel is usually this kind of announcement is happening by the other project almost like by week. But for XANA, we do like every day. That's the speed of XANA. We can call it XANA speed. We announced almost like 8 news so far. So let me quickly look back. First date, of course, we announced the listing of the KuCoin. And the next day, we announced the listing of the Uniswap, and which has been completed yesterday. So now XETA token is also available in the Ethereum network, which is the largest network, of course, in the crypto industry. So now the XETA is reachable by the most of the crypto population. So that's amazing thing. And Uniswap is quite major for the Ethereum DEX users. And some of them, they don't have access to the major exchanges because of the KYCs or, regulations, but they can access to the DEX. So it has so much freedom without any KYC. That is very, very, very reachable for every kind of people around the earth. That's what we aimed for listing the Uniswap. On the second day, we also announced the huge bonuses of KuCoin, the listing campaign of the KuCoin, which include the deposit bonuses, I think attending bonuses, and the trading bonuses. I saw the 3 kind of special rewards for the KuCoin campaign. That is very attractive, and I believe it is still going on. So if you guys have the extra fund, that's gonna be recommendable to do it in the KuCoin. Next news was land acquisitions. So last week we pretty much focused on the major companies' land acquisitions, and the first one was the one of the Japan's leading company that was called J&J, and this is the joint venture company of the JTB and JCB. So let me introduce a little bit about them. JTB is one of the largest tourism company in Japan, and their annual revenue is like, oh my god, this is crazy, 580 billion Japanese yen. That's crazy. That's, I think, around $5.8 billion, I think. That's huge, right? That was crazy. Even though the tourism industry got a major impact by the COVID, but still they're having such a large amount of the revenues. That's huge. And of course, they are leading company of this tourism industry in the whole of the Asia, and they are having the business all over the world. So they are pretty much global. Through this collaboration, we are aiming is the travel experiences into the metaverse. So still, even though like a coronavirus pandemic is getting over, but still like there is many restrictions of the traveling, or like traveling cost, the traveling cost is getting super high and not like affordable for everyone. But now is the time for the metaverse. So we want the travel experiences available and accessible by everyone around the earth. So that is what we are trying to achieve with the JTB, and starting from Japan tourism, but also like a global tourism. That's what we're trying to achieve. And another company who is investing this joint venture is JCB. This JCB is the only one global credit card company from Japan. I think you guys are gonna surprised how much is their transaction volume, because it says the transaction volume is 37 trillion Japanese yen annual transaction volume. That's insane. I can't even count how much it is in US dollar. I think that is gonna be around 300 billion US dollar. Am I correct? Oh my god, that's insane. That's crazy number. But that's how large their business is. And you know how hard the compliance, what kind of compliance they have to having this kind of partnership. And I'm so surprised. I'm so impressed achieve this kind of very fresh and new industry to cutting in, which is the metaverse land, because the Japanese company, of course, especially the financial company, known to be so strict, and their governance, of course, the government rule, investment rule is so strict. But then, like, I'm so happy they decided to do this one for XANA Metaverse. That is how much we have been trusted by those huge Japanese institutions. So we are so proud about it, and I'm so proud that they are so edgy and challenging to this brand new field of Web3 Metaverse. I'm very impressed. So that is happily to announce such a great news at the beginning of the company acquisitions of XANA Metaverse land. And that news has been picked by one of the Japanese largest newspaper, which is called Nikkei, the Japanese daily economy newspaper. And that was huge. So I'm so happy about this one. And following that, next day, we announced another huge announcement. You know, the Japanese largest TV media is Fuji Corporation. Fuji TV is quite famous, not only Japan, but almost like whole Asia. They announced the acquisition of the land, but not only that, but also they announced implementation and adoption for one of their most famous, traditional famous TV show to bring into XANA Metaverse. That is just huge. It is not just a content. It is a TV show, and it's quite famous one. So of course I have been watching that TV show as well. So I'm so happy and exciting about this news. Actually, I cannot quite say this exact name of what kind of show it is, because the formal announcement date will be the next week, somewhere in the next month in November. So I cannot really say, but instead I created one of the small quiz for everyone. If you guys know about the famous show, Japanese TV show, by the way, this is not only famous in Japan, but also known in global. But like, if you have any idea what kind of show it is, then you can just guess and look for our tweet about this, the Fuji land acquisition news, and you can comment it, the title of the TV show that you think that's gonna be brought to the XANA Metaverse. Then we're gonna have a $100 worth of XETA token reward for 3 lucky winners who answer the correct name of this TV show. So let's have some small fun about it. Next day, as we announced the Muay Thai kickboxing collaboration in the last growth campaign in summertime, following that was the Thailand, right? And that preparation is going quite well. So we will have another update maybe near future. But not only Thailand, but this time we also announced that Japanese martial arts industry is also ready to come into the XANA Metaverse. And one of the legendary boxer, the champion, actually Japanese very first ex-WBA champion called Mr. Takehara, he acquired XANA Land to have some kind of new, fresh martial art content for the Metaverse era. That is quite interesting because he is very well known as one of the great innovator. He was, of course, super famous and strong in his, of course, a professional career as a boxer. But after that, he turned into the TV talent. He had one quite super famous TV show, and his name was known by everyone because everyone was so excited and they loved that TV show that he was in. That is also a great thing, right? But not only that, he started YouTube at the age of nearly like 40 something years old, and his YouTube got so much successful. Now it is already counting of more than 200 million views. That is crazy. That is not easy, of course. It is going closer to the 1 million subscribers, maybe somewhere in the next year, because it's growing super fast. And compared to the number of subscribers, his view is insane. Some of the videos has like tens of millions of viewerships, and so that's like huge. I can quite tell like he is so talented. His talent is turn the martial art kind of content into the new media. That's what he is. He succeeded in the TV and he succeeded in YouTube even, and the next he is ready to do that same in the Metaverse, and XANA was chosen for that. So I'm so proud. Of course, like I also know him, and I was learning martial arts a little bit in my young time, so I'm of course like very big fan of the martial art, and I'm so excited about this news. And not only that, he is a kind of a leader and master of Japanese martial art industry, and following him, we have a huge list of the collaboration, the martial arts industry. So this is just a beginning, and wait for our upcoming news for the martial art. And already we are in the development of this martial art content in XANA. That is super exciting. I'm already seeing that some kind of demos that our developer create, and that excites me most. That's so fun. So I can't wait to show you guys and play this one with you guys. It's so exciting. So that is about the martial art. And next one is, I think you can look at the post in yesterday. The queen of Japanese Instagram acquired XANA Land, and her name is Tomomi Morisaki. She has 5 million massive followers. It's insane. And if you look at her Instagram, she has a quite great sense of the business as well. Because compared to other just the famous girls or famous influencers who don't know what to do for the metaverse or new technologies, she was very aggressive, honestly. She and also her production company, they're so positive and they're so advanced. I'm so surprised that even her company's member production agency CEO or herself, they already tried out XANA app and XANA Builder even, and they're fully understanding what this is. And that excites me a lot. This is even not easy for the men or normal guys or geeks or game players. So that makes me believe the Metaverse era is already coming, and now time is now. It is happening right now. That's insane, and that's going faster and faster than most of us think in a lot of sectors, including this entertainment industry. So that excites me a lot. And I'm so happy that she came to XANA Metaverse, because before this announcement, there was a lot of men's industry, a lot of games, animes, martial arts, the travel agency, the K-pop artist. That was all men's, right? And she is almost like a very first lady who acquired XANA Land. Now, the more and more the ladies members in XANA DAO is keep increasing, and I'm so happy about them. They are aggressively creating some kind of XANA event or even some XANA world. Yeah, that is great sign, because what I learned is many times the new trend is happening from the female culture, and especially on the Z generations. You know, like a lot of applications, a lot of web service start from the female trend. So, and then that broadly accepted for the men's or like a broader ages, but like it always many times it's starting from the young female. Yeah, that is a great sign, and I'm very bullish about the girls like her, like our DAO members are already ready to get into the XANA Metaverse and already very active. That is a great signal for the XANA Metaverse. And today, just like an hour ago, I announced another great news. This is one of the production company of one of the major record label. I think in age of my age, everyone knows about this record company. Young people, they are growing up with the more like YouTubers or TikTokers. But for my age, of course, I was also the artist and a music industry guy. So like this named Pony Canyon is very famous because they had a lot of famous top artists, and I was always listening to their musics. So I'm proud of these acquisitions, and they acquired XANA Land to turn a lot of entertainment content into the metaverse. They actually produces a lot of things. They are actually a creative agency of the music label, and they create the animations, movies, dramas, music, and include a lot of big titles. It includes like as I remember, it was like Attack of Titan or the Tokyo Revengers and Devil May Cry, many more. I cannot remember, but like many more. They had a lot of content. So like I'm so excited what we're gonna do the next with them for the metaverse era. We already actually collaborated last year about Zanalia NFT competitions. We made a big NFT award together last year, and this is the second time collaboration. So yeah, we really respect about them because their creativity is such amazing. Yes, like there's so many things coming up through them. Oh, by the way, we are now doing a sneak peek of demo NFTs, right? That is one of the most hit mobile games, the music rhythm game. And that was from Taiwan and widely accepted in China and other regions as well, because that got total of 28 million total download games. That's quite famous. And Pony Canyon is one of the main producer of that movie that we are producing NFTs. So that is also their work, and their creativity is so high because I love this. I cannot stop watching this demo NFTs because it's so beautiful. And animation is done like so well and very detailed. So that is also proving their creativity, and I'm so proud about this collaboration. Not only the demo, but also we have tons of the content coming up with them. So stay tuned about next step. Okay, yes, that is the past 8 days of the announcement for this XANA Growth campaign. And that is a lot, right? That is huge. But we are doing this daily basis. That's crazy, right? Like almost 10 times faster than other project. That's XANA speed. And I'm so proud about it. And, you know, like that is because of like the biz dev teams from Asia and global. I'm so proud about them because they're working very hard every day by day to close those kind of huge business deals every day. So I'm so proud of them. Okay, about XANA Land, we implement a new technique to protect the NFTs from the fraud, from the scams. So our anti-scam skill set is that we have been limited the transfer function to allow only in OpenSea and XANA and Zanalia. So you guys still can trade or do anything you want through these platforms, which is verified platforms, not anywhere else. So that means if somebody is trying to make a fake website and asking you to connect the wallet, and unfortunately you connect your wallet and try to give us some kind of permissions to the scammers, still the NFT cannot be transferred even though you tried or even though the scammers tried, because it is protected. It cannot be transferred to non-whitelisted addresses. That is great. That is pretty strong. So that is one of the best thinkable solutions to prevent the scam for us. We will see, because this is the first time we will see like how good it works, and we will think about some further solution. So only that is huge applause about this plan. And if we pick the one cons and one trade-off is that's going to limit your transfer. But don't worry about it. Because if you use the transfer function in OpenSea, then you can still transfer to anywhere. Because we verified OpenSea, so OpenSea can do anything. You can do anything, any kind of transactions through the OpenSea. And soon, we're going to implement this function in the XANA and Zenaria as well. And basically, there is no cons out of this one. So let's see. We were seeing like, a lot of scams is happening on the XANA Genesis in the past 3 months. Almost as we count, maybe almost 30 to 40 NFTs has been stolen by the scammers, and that is very painful. And not for us, but like I feel very sorry for the NFT owners. So we don't want this to be happening. So of course, we're gonna, starting from this XANA land, we're gonna upgrade a contract for the XANA Genesis to have this anti-scam function as well. So I believe once we implement this one to the XANA Genesis, then the scam on XANA Genesis will be drastically reduced. So I'm not sure like this has been already implemented for XANA Genesis or not, but like even it's not yet, somewhere in next week, we can implement for sure. And XANA Land has been already implemented that way. So we will see like how much it can protect by the scam. If in the past next upcoming 1 month, 2 months, if XANA land has not been stolen that much, I don't say it's 100%, but like so much less than what happened in XANA Genesis, then that's a huge success. So let's see. And of course, there is a basic protections for every one of us. So like please check out again our scam alert in the XANA Discord. We have a special channel about that. So please read again and do prepare everything which is written in there, because that is a basic protection, not to protect all the XANA NFTs, but all of your asset. So yes, like as we implement this anti-scam function for our NFT, but of course other NFT are not. So what's going to happen is if your wallet is scammed and then hacked, even though our NFT will be protected and cannot transfer to scammers, but your other NFT, which doesn't have this anti-scam function, it's gonna be stolen. Anyway, please be careful. Okay, so yeah, this is NFT world and we have to protect ourselves in our own ways. So let's see, let's try together to protect and reduce these scams for upcoming times. Okay, to protect this NFT industry as well. Okay, and that is a new update for the XANA land. And I think if you purchase XANA land, you can already see the XANA addresses in the map. So as soon as you go to the land.xana.net, okay? So make sure the URL and you connect your wallet, right? It will show you the address of where your land is located in this XANA Metaverse. So that is very important. And that is one of the most essential thing about XANA land. You actually have verifiable virtual physical addresses in our metaverse. Welcome to XANA Metaverse. Okay, so that is the first thing you need to check. And please check your location, and maybe you can discuss with your friend to see like who is your neighbor. And if you have a great friend in the neighbor, that's gonna be fantastic. And this address is totally random because it's a metadata, and no one has a control over it. Even us in the XANA team, we don't have a control to assign what kind of address to be assigned in each NFTs. We don't have zero control, so it is totally random and fair. So please double check your locations, okay? And that is a great update. And I think now you can already update your thumbnail of the land page. This is how you connect your wallet, and you're gonna take a look at the right section, right sidebar to address your land NFT, and there is a default picture, which is a XANA land default picture. And if you click it, then I think you can update your land thumbnail picture for your own style. So you can place your photo, you can even place some of the NFTs you have, or some of your own logo, or any kind of the names of what you're trying to do in a metaverse. For example, like if you're trying to make some kind of avatar shop, then you can name it. If you're trying to have a concert hall, you can name it. it's totally up to you, and you can just put any kind of name, and that is a great function of the XANA land as well. So that is actually how other people will recognize your land. So that is pretty important. So I recommend you're gonna have some kind of iconic thing to let the other people to identify you. Okay, that makes your land unique as well too. I'm so happy to see a lot of your original thumbnails. After this, we're gonna even update this land page to the next level. But the next update, you can see your own thumbnail, not only the sidebar, but in the actual map. So there is a lot of cells, right, in the map. And if you close up, zoom in, now it is only color, but you can place your actual thumbnail in there. Okay, it can be recognizable from the map, actual map itself. I think some of you guys already saw the land map in the, for example, Sandbox. Then you will see a lot of logos, right? Oh, Sandbox logo, oh, Binance is here, oh, the Bored Ape Club is here. Yeah, you can imagine like that. It's gonna be same. So yes, I think we can update this one maybe next week or next week. So let's see how fast we can do. That is how you can check out your land. Some of you guys know we had some difficulty for the Apple account. Then now it is partially back. Now you can download XANA Builder and NFT Duel from your Mac already. So please check. I haven't checked myself, but I think I heard from the team. So you can use exact same URL. I'm gonna tweet about that after this AMA session. You can already try out our original URL to download and try install XANA Builder already, and NFT Duel as well. It is gonna be exactly same as before. I'm sorry about that, and I'm so happy that it already came back. Yes, we can restart our XANA Builder, the Building Best Builder contest, and NFT Duel test league as well, right? I'm so exciting. So maybe we can start somewhere in the next week. I just want to double check that every one of you can reinstall again, and it is working fine. As soon as we confirm that, then we can restart that activities. So please let us know. But it is back. What you're gonna do is now, as you already own your XANA land, you can start creating your own thing, your own world by XANA Builder. And as soon as we update the XANA application to the next version, you can directly push your XANA world into your own land. Finally, we cannot exactly say when it's gonna be because we are still figuring out, and it is almost ready though, almost ready for the App Store, but we will see. Maybe very soon, end of this month or maybe next month, but latest next month, you can already deploy your world to the XANA Metaverse. So yes, please wait for that update. That's gonna be super exciting. That is the update about XANA land map and the XANA Builder application. Another function for XANA land is the land rental. If you don't have enough fund to purchase XANA land, don't worry. You can still you can still borrow the land from the other landowner. If you are a landowner and you don't have a plan to develop the world yet or do something on the XANA land, then you do not have to waste your time. You can rent out your land to somebody else. Right? And that function is already under the test. We already done development that function. So now is a testing phase. So as soon as this testing phase is passed, then we're gonna update this one in live. Then you can start renting out your land and start borrowing somebody's land through XANA marketplace. I think the flow will be that you have some kind of rent out option in Xanaria. If you choose your land, and you will see those kind of new menu on your land NFTs, you can choose the length of the rental, which is 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 180 days. I think that was the maximum. So minimum 30 days and maximum 180 days, as I believe, maybe more, let's say 180 days. Then you can price it your own. We don't have any specific price. So you can totally decide your own price as you look at your land location and your land reality or size. If you already have some kind of original unique world installed on top of your land, then that makes value of land NFT is quite volatile. We will see the wide range of the price because it's going to be totally different. Some land is very far, some land is very near to the center, easy to access, or some land has a super amazing world on top of it. Then that's going to drastically change the price of the land NFTs. So that is a quite the new excitement part of XANA land. You have a various way to start utilizing this land. Okay, so that's gonna be not so far. We will see this rental function very soon. And that is about the rental, and the staking will be, I think, the next cycle. Not maybe next cycle because it's too close, but the next cycle. So next one is gonna be the cycle 4. I think the cycle 5 of XETA staking, we will allow you guys to stake a XANA land as well, together with XANA Genesis. So I think that's going to be the cycle 5 for sure. Let us try the best. So that's going to be cycle 5. I think that's going to be somewhere around in November. So yes, let's check out. This one is also already in the test phase. So if you have both XANA Genesis NFT and the XANA Land NFT, then you are lucky. You are ready for the staking, right? So that is another great utility for both XANA Genesis and XANA Land. Oh yeah, like let me talk about a little bit about where I went last week. I'm in Dubai right now. After the Singapore event, I was quite inspired by the Singapore event. I decided to go to the new event, which is happening in Dubai. That was a future blockchain, some kind of conference. I don't know. That is a part of the huge technology conference called the GITEC. And there was one blockchain conference in there as a part of it. And I went there last week and I was so surprised because, now Dubai is so much focusing and so much bullish and so aggressive about metaverse adoptions. The government is announcing that they're gonna be a Web3 hub, crypto hub, and a metaverse hub in the world. Like they're trying to let the Dubai to be a hub of those things, and they are so serious about it, and they are already announcing the news of the metaverse adoptions every day, almost every single day. For example, like they say they announced already one of the quite famous government institutions, or even the companies, the local government, they will have an office in the metaverse, and they will have the school in the metaverse. They're gonna have some kind of hospital in the metaverse, and they will have a Burj Khalifa in the metaverse. And I was so surprised. And they actually even turned some kind of the business building into the NFTs. That's crazy. That's crazy, but that was true. I was so surprised. I saw some of the showcase and I was so shocked. That's crazy. That is how much they are bullish about the metaverse. And I'm so happy to see this one because as I'm living in the Dubai and having this kind of business. So yeah, that is good thing. That's a great thing. Like such a great the country is so bullish about the metaverse. As I see, there's a global data, the forecast of the metaverse industry. There are so much the bullish report everywhere. As I see, there will be almost average of 40% annual growth every year from the 2022 to the 2030. So like we have 7 years or 8 years from now on, always every single year we will see a 40% growth entire metaverse industry. You know how big it is? That is crazy. It's huge. It's so much bigger than the game industry or any other industry. I think the industry have this much of growth is if I see the technology sector, like maybe only metaverse and AI will be the major lead of this technology growth in the upcoming few years. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty much a decade of the metaverse and decade of the AI, and we have both. We have XANA Land, XANA Metaverse, and we have a XANA Genesis. So that is a great thing. Actually, we saw some kind of demonstration of some other big companies' AI chat function in this competition, the GITEC event. But as I see, XANA Genesis is so much better and so much more intelligent and so much more smooth. So that's why it is making me so much confident about what we are doing right now. We are ahead of the game. So that is how much the metaverse grow in the upcoming years. And some of the news I see, they're saying the industry leading country of this metaverse growth will be USA, China, top. And from the second largest countries will be Japan, great. And Canada, I don't know why Canada, because I haven't learned much, but like maybe they have some kind of great inventions. Maybe Germany. Yeah, Germany was the second. And after that, there's many countries following. But yeah, those countries especially expected to have a huge growth on upcoming next like 7 to 8 years. You know, that is great. So definitely, if we look at the Web3 Metaverse industry in Japan, of course, we are already number one, already super number one. But not only in Japan, but we are aiming to do this one in whole Asia and entire world as well, to become our largest, the Web3 Metaverse. That is what we are aiming now. And we are very confident about it. Okay, but my favorite message I saw in that event is that it says the people buying Metaverse land now is just as same as the people who is purchasing the New York Manhattan land in 250 years ago. That is a great saying, right? I love this sentence, so I keep speaking about this one. But because I feel totally the same, you know, because why Manhattan? Because that is the center of the world right now, right? And 250 years ago, that was like, I think that's still, I don't exactly remember, but you know, like from the Indian era, and the people is coming in, and the Manhattan is keep growing and growing, and over 100 and 200 years, right? But because that is Manhattan, if it is like some kind of land in the countryside, in the mountain, then it doesn't have that much growth, of course, because this became like so bigger because it is Manhattan, right? So what is making Manhattan big? I think that is, if I say that, it is the content. Include the finance, include the companies, include the culture, include the medias and everything. It is actually a content. The real world content is making Manhattan special, of course. So we can say the exact same thing for the metaverse. I think in the upcoming years, there will be a lot of metaverses. It will come and go. Then only the super best one, the strongest one will stay. Right? And those who stays long will be just like major cities on the earth. So let's see major cities. Let's say Manhattan, of course, Los Angeles, right? And London, or let's say Tokyo, Seoul, Beijing. Yeah, like Paris, you know, those cities. And we can say in upcoming era, if only few best metaverses stays, then maybe some of them, maybe Los Angeles is like Sandbox or Decentraland, you know, who knows? Maybe XANA is Tokyo, you know, who knows? And some other metaverse, I don't know, like those are the major cities, right? So major metaverses will become just like a major cities in the world now, physical world. So that is the value I am seeing right now. So if you guys are, you know, like looking forward and looking ahead and choose the right kind of metaverse, which is XANA, of course, you know, that is the future that we are all want to see and actually seeing in the next like decade or like 5 years, 10 years. You know, there is a potential. We do not have to wait 250 years because metaverse is moving forward like super fast, light speed, the speed of light. So I think it's less than like maybe before decade, we will already see who is the winner. Like 20 years ago, like there is Yahoo, there is maybe YouTube already, maybe not yet, right? There was now Facebook, maybe that was a MySpace or other companies, you know, TikTok, Instagram, they didn't even exist, right? And this 10 years, 15 years, this changed everything. So that make me think that next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, we will see which metaverses is getting a major incentives and leading this metaverse world. So we will, who knows, let's guess like how many metaverse will stay, which metaverse will stay, which metaverse will be next YouTube, which metaverse will be next Google. We will see. And not only big company wins, you know, because the Instagram, that was a venture company, small startup company. Even YouTube, that was a small company, right? And they became bigger than the existing company and acquired by the big company. But this acquisition doesn't happen if this is a decentralized metaverse and Web3 metaverse. So all of you guys, the owner of this platform, So like it is not exactly same as what happened in our past decade of those gigantic companies, but that is a huge advantage for all of you guys, all of us, because every single person who owns a XANA land or XETA token will be the owner. And those guys will be who's gonna be the beneficial, profitable, but when the XANA grows, right? Instead of the limited stock owners or stock investors or VCs, token owners and land owners will be the real owners, you know? So that is a major difference. So if you are bullish about the metaverse and if you have a second thought that like, oh, maybe Web2 company, because they're super big, they have huge tons of money, oh, Meta is big, Amazon is big, but think about it. How much is their stock? You know, it is crazy. Is this really yours? No, because that's theirs. Your content, as soon as you upload the content, that's their content, not yours. You don't have ownership. But in Web3 world, you have true ownership. And as you have own land or your own stock, your own tokens, you are the real owner, verifiable owner on the blockchain. That's a huge difference, right? So that is the future we are seeing right now. And we are so excited about it. Okay, so let's see. Let's guess. 250 years ago, Manhattan, we are standing right there and buying the land and growing the land. Start developing the land together. That kind of imagination, inspiration is make me think super, super, super exciting. I talk about a lot of things today, but I hope you guys can share your thoughts as well. And let's see. There will be another maybe 30 hours of land sale. We hope this is gonna sold out. I'm confident about it, but let's see what's gonna happen. Even though in the crypto winter or NFT winter, we don't care because future is here. Future is now. It is not, the future doesn't wait until next crypto bull run comes. That is already too late, right? Future is right now. So those who are very smart people, like they are preparing now. As the many big companies or like, you know, the innovative guys are preparing a lot of things right now. As I see, some of them are really great in the tech conventions, like smart people, advanced people, they are super preparing right now, not 2 years later or 1 year later. They're preparing now. So why don't we, right? Let's prepare well to welcome the best metaverse upcoming eras to win together. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. That's a quite great time, and I love to share share the time next time and next week at the same time as well. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend. And let's develop, let's build together. Okay, see you next week. Bye bye.